My husband Ryan and I try to eat paleo about 80 to 90% of the time. So basically that's no processed foods, no grains. So he does more meat and I do more vegetables. So a perfect dinner for us is stir fry, because I can put in a lot of meat and a lot of vegetables. He eats more of the meat, I eat the vegetables. So this is my paleo beef stir fry. What you'll need is about a pound of flank steak. For the marinade, you're gonna need coconut aminos, some maple syrup, a little bit of sesame seed oil, some Chinese 5-spice. I have some ginger, some garlic, and salt and cayenne. And then we're going to use mung beans and broccoli for the vegetables. And we'll garnish with sesame seeds, cilantro, and red pepper flakes. One more thing you will need, Garden of Life coconut oil. We're gonna put that in the wok and then throw everything in together. All right, so let's start with the marinade. In this Ziploc bag, I'm gonna put about 1/4 of a cup of coconut aminos. Aminos as in amino acids, so this is real healthy stuff here. Some maple syrup to sweeten it up. For some spice, I'm going to use chopped garlic and chopped ginger. So that's gonna add a little bit of heat, some great flavors. Some sesame seed oil, this is organic, and salt and cayenne pepper, not black pepper. And lastly, some Chinese 5-spice. Then you're just gonna kind of mash it around with your hands like this and add flank steak. So this is a pound of flank steak. I had the butcher just cut it into strips for me so I didn't have to do it myself. Just pour that in there. If you want, you can marinate it in the refrigerator overnight, or you can simply just leave it on the counter for about 20 minutes. Okay, and while that's happening, you can steam the broccoli, but since I already did that ahead of time, I have 20 minutes to go hang out with Murphy, and Ryan, of course. So, while that's going on, I'm going to go, like I said, hang out with my guys, and then we're gonna throw everything into the wok, throw some coconut oil in there, cook it, and then we'll garnish. I've got my coconut oil in the wok on high heat. Now I'm going to add our steak. So this has been marinating about 20 minutes. You can just dump the whole bag right into the skillet, or the wok actually. If you have a skillet, you can use that. But I like the wok because it's bigger. Helps to cook everything at an even temperature. And all that marinade is going to just soak up into the meat and then into the vegetables once I add those. But I like to let the meat cook in here for about 5 minutes before I add the veggies. Smells delicious. So you kind of just want to move it around like this so you're cooking all sides of the meat. And you can tell by the color. So obviously it's going to start to turn more of like a brown color when it's cooked. And if there's any pieces that look more red, just flip them over until everything is a nice brown color. So now I'm ready to add the veggies, starting with the broccoli. Now remember, I already had steamed these ahead of time, so that way this doesn't need to cook much longer once I got everything in here. Lots of veggies, because I'm going to be eating most of this broccoli. And mung bean sprouts. So when these are beans, they're tiny, but when they're sprouted, they form these long tails. And they're super healthy for you. Lots of enzymes, lots of nutrients, lots of flavor and crunch. So just toss that all together. I'd let it cook another like 3 to 4 minutes. And then we're gonna garnish with some sesame seed, red pepper flakes, and cilantro. So here's dinner for tonight, but before I serve it, I'm gonna garnish it with some sesame seeds, some red pepper flakes, give it some heat, and a little bit of cilantro. Yeah. Now I gotta try it. You know, I love this because that broccoli soaks up all that marinade, so you get the saltiness, some sweetness. You taste a little bit of that star anise from the Chinese 5-spice, and then you get that heat from that red pepper and that ginger. This is a really impressive dish. So you can impress your husband, you can impress your friends or your family, or just impress yourself. With recipes like this right here on Good Food, Good Mood, where eating healthy is fun, easy, and delicious.